It was a morning like any other morning, but it was a Saturday morning. The rescue patrol team I was a part of was doing tactical rescue training. I hitched a ride with my dad to the fire station, our headquarters. We packed the vehicles, got our rock packs and our harnesses all ready and packed into our designated vehicles. I got to ride with our Captain Parker. He was a cool dude who had a lot of plans for the patrol. When we got to the rock face, we all packed the bags, grabbed the rope bags, and started our way up the cliff. When we got to the top, I helped to set up the ropes and anchored them to the trees. We practiced ascending and rappelling down the rock face. I was an experienced rock climber at the time, and I knew a thing or two, so I was ready to pull the ropes tight to lock someone in place if they were to slip up. We finished the tactical rock training with no casualties. We all packed up and took our equipment to the trucks. It was a long way down, but I was already at the bottom of the cliff with my equipment. We began our long drive back to headquarters. Our ambulance went first, leading the envoy. I was in the truck behind. It was a king cab, so there wasn't much of a window to open. It was a beautiful day, but we were all tired. When we got to the main road, we saw orange trash bags every 100 feet or so, probably from the crew cleaning the road. We drove on. We were going about 40 miles per hour down the country road. Our driver and shotgun were on the radio talking to the ambulance in front of us. We were following close behind, a little too close. We were approaching a light. It was green at the time. It changed to yellow out of nowhere. The ambulance stopped suddenly. Distracted, he looked up and saw the ambulance had stopped. In a split-second decision, he jerked the wheel to the right and trampled off the side of the road, down a small ditch and back up into a light pole. Smash. It was silent. I was out for about 20 seconds. I woke up to the harsh smell of smoke rushing into my lungs. It burned. No fire that I could see. I was still in my seatbelt. I looked around and saw everyone else was awake. I took off my seatbelt, adrenaline pumping through my body. I felt fine, shaky at most. I looked to my left and saw the small window was gone. I climbed out first, then proceeded to help everyone else out. I stumbled around thinking I should be a helpful person, try and make sure everyone was alright, when ultimately I was the one who needed help. We were rushed to the hospital, the sound of the ambulance drowning out the voice of the paramedics asking repetitive questions. We got to the hospital. Because I was pumped on adrenaline, I felt fine. Went home the night and slept. 2 days later, the adrenaline wore off. I couldn't move. I was basically paralyzed from the chest up. I was scared for my future, how or if I would ever be able to recover from the accident. It was 4 days later. I was moving. At the doctor's, I was told I wouldn't be able to lift more than 10 pounds at a time for a good long while. I'm still not as strong as I want to be because of that. 9 months of not being able to do basic exercises was not good for my body. It's been 5 months. I started physical therapy now. I'm doing very basic exercises. Ones I would have just wiped off before. Now I'm struggling to do the simple things. Before I would go on bike rides all day for 4 to 6 hours some days. Now I'm on a bike machine in the building for 20 to 30 minutes at most. It's been 7 months. I started exercising regularly. It's been 8 months. I could finally go above 10 pounds. I'm a senior in high school now. I'm finally back to my sophomore physical strength. Many MRIs later, I watched the cracks slowly conform back into regular bone. I'm a freshman in college now. I talk to my coworkers as they watch me work. They ask me about my back, something we didn't think was affected. But now I have the back of a 40-year-old man with a desk job. I'm filling out paperwork from the government, hoping to get some money to get help from a chiropractor. But that's my future. I'll be living with this body the rest of my life. Simple mistakes could have been avoided. While I drive, while I work, when I'm with my family, my girlfriend. I think about how if this had never happened, what my life would be like, where would I work, what would I drive, and how my friendship with my family would be. All the things we take for granted, I think about how it could have been different. If I didn't go lay down every day to relax and get rid of the pain. If I would be upstairs socializing with my family. If things were different. If I was fine. If I wasn't broken. Who would I be?